Good morning, dears. Welcome back to the class. During this revision test, whichever was conducted through online, I have found that you have certain problems with certain chapters. First is related to compound interest. Still, there are some children who are confusing with the rate of interest when it is calculated half yearly and quarterly. Is it? So today we will be revising the sums, the formulae on compound interest. First of all, you should understand what is this compound interest. As you know, if we invest certain money for certain period at certain rate of interest, that the extra money, the interest what we have to pay after that particular period is known as compound interest or interest. In simple word, it is interest. Now after that, with interest, there are two words added. One is simple interest, second is compound interest. First is simple interest and the second is compound interest. Now what does it mean? Example, principal is rupees 500, rate is 5% per annum and time is 2 years. Is it? If we have to find simple interest, in that case this 500 rupees is principal remain constant. First year also this principal was 500, second year also the interest will be calculated on 500 only. So SI would be rupees 500 into 5% for 2 years by 100, or it gives you rupees 50 is a simple interest. But what happens in a compound interest? First year interest will be calculated on 500 rupees, but the next year interest will be calculated on the amount after 1 year. Just see, if we have to find CI, first we have to find SI for 1 year, first year, because in compound interest principal get changes every year. That amount of 1 year at the end of 1 year becomes the principal of second year. So SI for first year would be rupees 500, rate is 5%, and in this every year interest is calculated and that interest is added with the principal. You can see I have written here 2 years because the time was 2 years when we are finding simple interest, but here in compound interest I have written 1. Why? Because I have to get the interest for 1 year first. So that gives you rupees 25. Now amount after 1 year will be what? Rupees 500 was the principal and this 25 rupees is added as interest. So rupees 525 is a amount. So the principal for the next year would be rupees 525. Next year the interest will be calculated on 525 rupees. Whereas you have seen in a simple interest, both the years interest was calculated on rupees 500. Now see, just only you will see what is the difference in it. Now you can see this I am writing up SI for second year. You will say, ma'am, why are you writing SI if you are finding CI? Because here I am not finding CI. At the end I will find CI. This is the simple interest. We are using the same formula. Principal would be 525, rate is 5%, time is 1 year by 100. Is it? Now you see it gives you 5 5s are 25, 5 2s are 10 and 2 12, 5 5s are 25 and 1 26 by 100, or it gives you rupees 26.25 rupees. Amount after 1 year, after 2 years, it will be rupees 525 plus rupees 26.25, or it gives you rupees 551.25, or CI will be A minus P, and this will be rupees 555, sorry, rupees 551.25 minus rupees 500, or it gives you 51.25 rupees. Now you see, simple interest was 50 rupees, compound interest is 51.25 rupees. Is it more? So what you can see that amount after 1 year stands as a principal for second year, and but in simple interest it was same rupees 500. If it is invested for 10 years, it remain 500. That interest is not added, but in compound interest every year interest is added with the principal to get the principal for the next year. Is it clear? Now if it is calculated half yearly, what does it mean? If it is calculated half yearly, it means after every 6 months that interest is calculated. Means in a year you have to pay twice the interest, and if it is calculated quarterly, it means after every 3 months you have to pay the interest. It means in a year you have to pay interest 4 times. Now if you are paying interest 4 times, so if the rate of interest is 5% per annum and you are paying 5% 4 times, so in a year you are paying 4 5s are 20% of interest. So what we do in this case, we divide the rate of interest and multiply the time. That turns into half years or quarter years. Now we have certain formulae which is related to this half yearly and this quarterly. I am writing the formulae. You please write it. Already you have written. Have a look. First, the formula for SI is, you know, that is PRT by 100. Is it? The formula of SI is PRT by 100. CI, amount when interest CI is calculated yearly, it is A is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power n, and CI is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power n minus 1 is this. Is it? This amount you can write. And amount when CI is calculated half yearly, then A would be P into 1 plus R by 2 into 100, means rate is divided by 2 and 2 and time is multiplied with 2, and CI will be P into 1 plus R by 2 into 100 to the power 2n minus 1. This is for half yearly. If we have successive rate of interest, you didn't have sums for the quarterly, is it? So no need to read it. Now if the interest have given for successive year, if you go for quarterly, if you want, you can write it amount when interest is calculated quarterly that is A is equal to P into 1 plus R by 4 into 100 to the power 4n, and Ci is equal to P into 1 plus R by 4 into 100 to the power 4n minus 1. This is for the Ci. If it is different rate of interest, different time is there. If it is calculated half yearly and quarterly. Now, if you have successive rate of interest, means every year different rate of interest you have, then what we do, we write the rate of interest as R1%, R2%, R3%, and how many rates it is given. So, what is the formula for that? If the rate of interest has given for the successive years, amount when rate of interest are different for different years. So A is equal to P into 1 plus R1 by 100 to the power 1 into 1 plus R2 by 100, 1 plus R3 by 100, and it goes on if you have more, is it? This is the amounts formula if you have rate of interest successive. Now for the depreciation problem, means when it is reducing, for depreciation problem, A is equal to P into 1 minus R by 100 to the power n. Here, why minus? Because it is depreciating, it is decreasing, reducing, is it? So, every year it depreciates, so we have written 1 minus. And for the population after an year, for the population after an year, is equal to present population into 1 plus R by 100 to the power n, means the same formula. Instead of principal, we write here present population. Clear? This is the population after 1 year is equal to this. This much formula you have for the compound interest. Today you write all this formulae and work on it. Next day we will be solving the sums related to this compound interest. Till then, keep practicing. Thank you.